Hello everyone. Happy Thursday. If you saw me live earlier, maybe like 5 minutes ago, um, yeah, I'm redoing it because, well, my roommates are cooking and they're gonna use the space, so that's why I'm here, back in my room. But seems like I don't need the internet for a while, so let's work with it. So, hello everyone, happy Thursday. Hope you're having the best day of your freaking life. If you're joining me live, drop a hashtag live or a fire emoji in the chat. Let's get the energy up. And maybe I won't see the chat because Facebook is weird lately. Yeah, Facebook is weird lately and you don't see comments in the live until you finish the live, right? Or if you're watching the replay, comment replay, hashtag replay. So I can celebrate you later, right? We're doing an early Halloween call to get you ready for Halloween because wait, when is Halloween? Oh, it's actually on Friday, next Friday. Oops, okay. So, why not do it early, right? So you can prep yourself early. So, tonight is, so now grab your tea, coffee, or protein shake, whatever, because tonight's topic is going to blow your mind and your food guilt away, right? So let's be real, right? Every diet out there tells you the same thing, right? Cut sugar, avoid carbs, be strong, and say no. And sure, maybe you can do that for a few weeks, but what happens after? You slip up, and the guilt spiral begins. You think, I have no willpower, I just can't control myself around sugar, right? But the truth is, you don't have a willpower problem, you have a strategy problem. And that's what we're fixing tonight, right? I'm going to show you exactly how to eat sugar and have sugar and still burn fat without guilt, without restriction, without starting over Monday, right? But before I continue, for anyone who's new here, hi, I'm Coach Pam. I help women over 35 lose 10 pounds and more, get toned, and keep it off while still eating pizza, chocolate, and ice cream using my small tweaks method. I lost 33 pounds myself and have kept it off for 4 years or 4 years and a half now without cutting carbs or sugar. And now I help my clients do the same sustainably and confidently, right? A little background story of me. Actually, yeah, if you're new to this group, basically this is a group dedicated for women over 35 and actually anyone who wants to lose and sustain their weight so they can gain confidence, boost energy, and reduce their stress while still being able to eat the foods they love. But even if your goal is not weight loss at the moment, I can help with that, whether it's to be healthier, be more consistent in your fitness and health journey, eat better, gain strength, gain muscle mass, improve your cardio, and so on, right? Maybe not bodybuilding at the moment, but you get the gist, right? So I created this group because of my own weight loss journey, because I have yo-yo dieted for years, and maybe that is your story too, right? I was dieting all the freaking time, right? Has that been you? So when I entered the world of fitness and health, I developed a mild form of orthorexia, not anorexia, I've never had that, which is an unhealthy obsession with healthy and clean eating, right? So that means only super healthy and clean foods were on my mind 24/7. However, when I discovered how to make small tweaks that created big changes, everything changed. It was like magic, right? Poof! And I not only lost 33 pounds, but I also sustained it for, let's say, 4 years, 4 years and a half already. And that's why I want to help women over 35 do the same, right? And this is why I want to help y'all lose the weight and maintain your weight, not just lose the weight, and regain your health back without any restrictions or doing excessive exercising and a bunch of cardio by still being able to eat the foods you love and enjoy your weekends so you can have a freaking social life, right? Okay, so tell me if this sounds like you. You start your week motivated. You're eating clean, drinking water, maybe even doing a few workouts. You feel unstoppable. Then Friday comes, you see your kids' Halloween candy, or someone brings cupcakes to work, right? You think, just one won't hurt. And before you know it, you're 4 cupcakes deep, feeling bloated, frustrated, and saying, I blew it again, I'll just start over Monday. And it's not that you failed, it's that your approach isn't built to last. Have you ever realized that? That all or nothing mentality is what's keeping you stuck. And that used to be me too, right? I used to do every no sugar challenge, every detox challenge, whatever, under the sun. And I believe a lot of you have done that too. Like 30 days, no chocolate, no wine, no sweets. And you know what happened? Day 31 hit, and I binged like I hadn't seen food in weeks. Then I wake up the next day feeling ashamed and punish myself with cardio or salads, right? I would drink a lot of tea. I would drink a lot of like green tea and walk 10K steps to thinking I would burn it off. And that cycle wrecked my relationship with food. Until one day I thought, wait, I've lost weight before, but I never learned how to maintain it. And there's so many like weight loss programs out there that don't teach you how to maintain your weight. They just teach you how to lose it with a restriction method, right? Or too many food rules. You know what I mean? And that's when I started studying how the body actually works. And I also had a coach to help me with that. I didn't just take courses, but I also had a coach to help me with my body transformation and to lose the weight, right? So yeah, I started studying how the body actually works, through metabolism, hormones, energy balance, and especially I have PCOS, and realized it's not the sugar that makes you gain fat. It's being in a constant calorie surplus and the binge restrict roller coaster, or even overeat restrict roller coaster if you don't binge, right? So instead of cutting sugar, I learned how to fit it in intentionally, and that's when the results stuck. And I've seen this transformation with my clients too, right? Like one of my clients used to say, Pam, if I have one cookie, it turns into the whole box. Or another client who said, okay, I decided to cut sugar out, but she's ended up having chocolate cake by the end of the day, like a whole chocolate cake to herself. So we added a planned sweet every single day. Yes, you gotta plan your sweets in, right? And now she eats chocolate after dinner every night, and she's down like 15 pounds. She's more consistent and feels in control. Like me, I eat ice cream at least like 3 times a week, and I'm managing to go well with my cut, right? Going into your cut, if you know how the weight loss journey works, you don't have to stop eating like stuff, right? Or another client who thought sugar was the reason she couldn't lose weight, and she ended up being down like, let's say 5 pounds and like 7 inches of fat off her body, especially during her kid's birthday party. And she said, oh, I haven't seen like that kind of fat drop off since maybe like 20 years ago, since I had a kid, right? Because she learned how to create structure instead of restriction. And that's the difference between dieting and designing your plan. So here are the 4 action steps to eat sugar and still burn fat. Number 1 is balance. Don't eat sugar naked, okay? When you eat sugar alone, like a cookie or candy bar by itself, your blood sugar spikes and crashes. And that crash triggers cravings and hunger. So the goal is to balance it. Pair your treat with protein or fiber. Examples like a chocolate with Greek yogurt, cookie with a protein shake, ice cream with a scoop of collagen powder, and apple with peanut butter, right? As an example. And why this works is because protein and fiber slows their digestion down, keeping blood sugar stable and energy steady, which means fewer cravings and better fat burning control. So next time you're craving something sweet, don't eat it naked. Okay? Number 2, plan it. Don't ban it. This one's my favorite. When you plan your treats, they're part of your strategy, not a slip up. When you ban them, your brain obsesses over them. You start thinking about the cookie all day. Then you eat 5 when you finally cave, right? Ever realize that? So instead, plan a daily or weekly treat into your meals, right? Or do it like 3 times a week, right? For example, have a chocolate after dinner, pancakes Sunday morning, right? Or wine on Saturday night. This rewires your brain to know I'm not missing out. And guess what happens? You stop obsessing, you stay consistent, and your fat loss or whatever fitness goals you're reaching continues, right? Because you're no longer swinging between restriction and rebellion, right? Number 3, focus on weekly consistency. not daily perfection. Okay? One cupcake doesn't make you gain fat. Just like one salad doesn't make you lose it. Fat loss is about your weekly average, not your daily moments. If you stay 80% consistent across the week, you'll make progress. The all or nothing mindset keeps you stuck. So instead of thinking, oh, I messed up today, ask, how can I make the next choice a good one? How can I be 1% better the next day, tomorrow, the next week, right? This is how I teach my clients to zoom out, because consistency always beats perfection. We always be 1% better every day. Because your body responds to patterns, not perfection. Number 4. Wait, what the hell is that? Number 4, retrain your mindset around sugar. This one's deep but powerful. The moment you label sugar as bad, you create shame, and shame leads to secrecy, overeating, and guilt. So what if instead you saw sugar as just food? Not good, not bad, just food, right? When my clients stop calling foods like bad or good, their emotional attachment to them dissolves. Sugar loses its control. So try this reframe instead. Instead of saying, I can't have that, say, I can have it when it fits, right? That word when puts the power back into your hands, right? You're not breaking your diet. You're building a relationship with food. And that's how fat loss becomes sustainable. And in my program, we don't talk about, oh, this food is good, this food is bad. We just say, oh, have more of this in moderation of this and less of this. It's not can't have foods, because I know there's a Melaleuca. There's a program called Melaleuca, and their thing is almost similar to mine's, but it's more like can't have foods. When there's a list of can't have food, it gives you like a black and white thinking about foods, right? So we work I have a list more of what foods to eat less of, and moderation, and more of, right? It's not like black and white, oh, you cannot have this at all, because that's gonna make you rebel, right? When you're a kid, when you're a teenager, your parents say, no, you can't have this, you end up doing the opposite, right? And yeah, if you want that list, if you want that chart of what foods to eat more of in moderation and less of, then shoot me a message for that, right? And here's a bonus tip. Keep your sugar around your workouts. I always tell my clients, and for me too, you can have more sugar when you work out, before your workout and during your workout, right? You can literally eat candy during your workout to give you more energy, so you can continue your workout. You can lift heavier. You can have a better workout, right? If you love sweet things, technically use them strategically. Your body uses carbs most efficiently around training, right? So if you're craving a sweet snack, have it pre or post workout. And that's when your muscles are most insulin sensitive, meaning the sugar is used for recovery, not stored as fat. Simple tweak, big payoff, right? And if you think okay, like me, for example, I have like a Gatorade during my workout, but okay, not a full Gatorade because that's a bunch of sugar. Maybe I have I put a bit here and the rest is water, right? Or if you want a healthier alternative to Gatorade, then have coconut water. And do the similar. You can do it here and the rest is water, right? Or maybe you can have the whole coconut water because it's healthier than Gatorade, right? Or you can even eat candies during your workout to give you that boost, right? Alright, let's recap. Because these are your 5 small tweaks to eat sugar and still burn fat. Number 1 is balance. Pair it with protein or fiber. Number 2 is plan it, don't ban it. Number 3 is focus on weekly consistency. And number 4 is retrain your mindset. And number 5 is time your sweets around your workouts. So let me know in the comment section, which one are you starting this week? Drop the number in the comments, or just let me know which one are you starting with this week or next week even. Right? If you've been, and hopefully this will help you around during Halloween times too. So you don't have to banish all the sweets and the chocolate, right? And if you've been struggling with cravings, guilt, or feeling like you have to choose between fat loss and food freedom, it's time to freaking change that, right? Inside my Crush Cravings Masterclass replay, I teach you exactly how to balance your meals, manage cravings, and finally feel in control without cutting out sugar. Or if you're ready for personalized coaching, then shoot me a message, right? If you would like to know how to lose 10 pounds and more while eating the foods you love on a step-by-step basis, right? Then just comment how or shoot me a message where we build your nutrition, your workouts, and mindset plan around your lifestyle. And if you think like, oh, I'm freaking busy, I cannot do this, everything is customized to you, right? So just drop the word how or sugar below, or DM me sugar or how, and I'll send you all the details. No more guilt, just strategy, structure, and freedom, right? So listen, sugar isn't the enemy, restriction is. When you understand how to use it, not fear it, you'll finally stop fighting your body and start working with it. So tonight, if you want that cookie, have it. If you want to have a chocolate, sweets, whatever during Halloween, freaking have it. But have it with confidence, because now you know how to make it work for your goals, not against them. Remember, it's not about cutting everything out. It's about making small tweaks that create big results. So, yeah, I hope this training helped. And I'll see you on the next live. See you next Thursday. And, yeah, go enjoy your dessert and chocolate, candies, whatever, guilt-free.